It's about to be a busy month and a busy episode. We're still in first place with 11 wins and 4 losses. And heading into our first game of the month against Esgeberge, we're hoping to turn those 11 wins into 12. It's a snowy day in Munich and the visitors are the ones to kick the game off. Esgeberge wastes no time entertaining the fans by going on the offensive, but Florian Sherlock was able to win the ball back. He gave it to me. I gave it to Diogo da Silva after dropping a man. He gave it to Manu and I started to make a run beyond Diogo da Silva and into enemy lines. He does find me. I'm 1-on-1 against the goalkeeper. I shoot, but I drag it wide. This is still a pretty good start from us. We do end up winning the ball back from one of their goal kicks. I am on the ball. I give it to Dube. He gives it to Diogo, and some one-touch football leads me into the box, and this time I make sure that I don't miss. Few minutes later, we end up fending off another Esgeberge attack, and this time on the counter-attack, we pushing the ball forward. Diogo gives it to Sherlock. I get it from Sherlock, and I try to beat my man, try to buy some time for Dube to make the run into the box. I dish him the ball. He shoots, but the goalkeeper is able to save that one. It is now our turn to be under pressure as Esgeberge have themselves a corner. They cross it in. They end up winning the header, but thankfully Marcus Voller makes the save. The 45th minute eventually struck, and with only 1 minute added on, there was not much time to do anything, so the referee called for halftime, and 1860 Munich heads into it 1-0 up. After 5 minutes since the second half's kickoff, there is some chaos in the attacking third, and we try to take advantage of it. We're given the ball by Manu. We eventually dish it off to Dube. He takes the shot, gets a second crack at it, and this time he does not miss. I guess it's safe to say that this team is back on form. In the 65th minute, we applied pressure on our opponents once more, and let's say when the ball fell to my feet, I almost scored the greatest goal of my career. I get a second opportunity at goal. I receive the ball from Diogo. I shoot. And with that kind of luck, Santa definitely put me on the naughty list. Anyways, Esgeberge were on the attack in the 85th minute and they were looking pretty darn dangerous. They even got through our defense here, don't know how, but they ended up chipping it over Voller, and now we have a bit of a game in these last 5 minutes. We thankfully did end up holding them off until the referee blew his whistle. He took his time though to secure the win and give ourselves those valuable 3 points and a good way to start the month of December. Just one more week before the Christmas holidays. This time we're gonna be away from snowy Bavaria for our next game in Liga 3 against Victoria Köln, and we're the ones who kick off the sunny fixture. We start fast because it's the only way we know how. Albert wins the ball after traveling deep to receive it. I get it from Diogo, I give it to Sherlock, and soon enough I'm 1-on-1 against the goalkeeper. I take the shot, but I couldn't finish. It doesn't take long until we're on the offensive once more as Keegan runs through the wings. He does give it back to me because he couldn't find an opportunity to cross, so I'm the one who crosses the ball in. They end up clearing it, but Florian Sherlock is able to deliver it to me. So I dribble forward, give it to Diogo, and he powers it past the goalkeeper. And that is 1-0 for 1860 Munich and Diogo's first goal of the episode. The game slowed down after Diogo's goal, so we headed into halftime relatively quickly. But we weren't complaining since we were the ones who were in the lead. Victoria Köln came out as a completely different team in halftime as all of a sudden we were under pressure. Wilkinson ended up winning the ball back, but I immediately got dispossessed. And Victoria Köln ended up passing their way into the box and getting themselves a 1-on-1 opportunity where they equalized. We skipped to the 80th minute where things were looking dicey and a bit awkward here as once more we were under a ton of pressure. I did receive the ball, but once again, tired legs betrayed me as I lost possession. Richter kicked the ball out of play, and the coach, noticing that I was very tired, decided to sub me off to put something different in the game in the form of Johansson. But unfortunately, he made no difference, and we ended up walking away with a 1-1 draw. We returned to Bavaria to face off against SC Verl in our final game of the month. At least this time it isn't snowing. We gave our visitors the honor of kicking this game off and getting us underway. We started things off very quickly in this game as early on in the 5th minute, Kai Sherlock sent me through the defense with a clever ball, 1-on-1 against the goalkeeper, and I ended up scoring it to get us the first goal of this game. Nothing interesting happened after that, and we walked into half-time, 1-0 up. When we got out and kicked things off in the second half, I got on the ball and I thought I was going to be able to dribble, get the tempo in for the second half, but no, I get taken down, and thankfully the referee does his job and gives this guy a yellow card. Not too long after that, we were on the back foot. Thankfully, Wilkinson stepped up with some good defensive work, winning the ball back. He tried to give me the through pass, but unfortunately I couldn't get there. Tried to reach in with a slide tackle, but as you can see, it didn't go so well. Although on the other hand, I got a bit of revenge, so maybe it did go well. Well, anyways, we were on the attack once again. The ball was in midfield. I ended up receiving it from Diogo da Silva. I was pushing it forward. No options came, but thankfully Reina was there bombing down the wings. He touched the ball into play. He crossed it to Diogo da Silva. He took the shot. And thankfully the ball hit the right part of the post to give us this 2-goal cushion heading into the last 15 minutes of the game. It is now the 80th minute, we're now the ones in control, so we're playing the ball out from the back. Manu tries to give it to me, but it gets intercepted. And the next thing you know, they're in the box, they take the shot. And unfortunately, Valor cannot save that one. It's a pretty awkward situation in these last 10 minutes. Maybe awkward is just not the right word choice, because after this tackle right here, maybe we could call it tension, maybe we could call it anger. But all I know is after a tackle like that, this referee should definitely start handing out red cards. Thankfully though, we did not let any tension or any nerves get the better of us, and we walked away with all 3 points, as well as giving these passionate fans their money's worth and keeping us on top of the Liga 3 table. Not gonna lie, Los Angeles is pretty nice this time of year. But wait, I couldn't help but notice that you're a new viewer and you haven't subscribed yet. And I really don't mean to be a bother, but I'm just concerned. It would be kinda sad for you to have gone all this way, enjoyed the video up until this point, but then after this, you're not gonna see me again. You're gonna miss out on more content from me. And honestly, I don't want that to happen. Well, we cannot stay away for long as it's time to get back to work, and January is looking pretty interesting. Stats wise, Diogo da Silva does lead the pack and he is the #1 contender for player of the season so far, although I am close in second, and Kai Sherlock is not that close, but he is in third place. And we as 1860 Munich are still on top of the pack of Liga 3 and we're planning on staying there. But without wasting any more time, let's get this month underway. We start off the new year with a 1-0 win against Wiesbaden and a game against Ingolstadt a few days later where we were the ones kicking things off. We start this game off very strong as we put them under pressure. Keegan Duba is able to win the ball back. Diogo gives it to me, I dribble into the box, I shoot. But it does end up hitting the post. Not too long after that, we do end up winning the ball back from a free kick. I'm able to collect Wilkinson's clearance and I start pushing the ball forward, beating my man, and I see Diogo da Silva making the run. I give it to him and I make a shadow run behind him. He gives it to me. Sherlock is in the box, so I dink it over my defender. He takes the shot and he's able to finish it with a venomous volley into the bottom right hand corner to give 1860 Munich the lead at the 20th minute. Shortly after that, Ingolstadt does decide to retaliate and they end up working their way into the box. A shot is taken, but thankfully Valor is able to save us. And after breaking past my marker and giving myself some space to run into, I decide to dribble the ball forward. I slow it down a little bit, see Manu's making the run, and a cheeky little pass gives us that 2-goal advantage heading into the halftime break. The next attacking highlight falls to Ingolstadt here. Richter is exploited on the wings. He tries to recover, but he's sent to the shops and a shot is taken. But thankfully, Valor is able to come in clutch once again. The situation is feeling a bit tense. We all know that a 2-goal lead is the most dangerous one. So I give Diogo da Silva the Hollywood pass. He's clean through one-on-one. But he wastes an amazing opportunity. Well, thankfully the tension doesn't last long as the referee finally blows for full time and we walk away with a 2-goal victory here on our first game back at home since the holidays, back with the fans, but now we have our sights set on the title. We continue our title road against Rot-Weiss Essen where we beat them 4-1 to continue our perfect month of January. We'd soon be back at our home stadium, however, as we'd have to face off against Wehen Wiesbaden where they had the privilege of kicking off this snowy affair. We get a quick start which seems to be a very normal occurrence for us nowadays, but Diogo da Silva exploits some space. Surely he doesn't miss this. And thankfully, assisted by me, he's able to score the first goal of this very cold day. And in the 10th minute, we were on the back foot. We did end up winning the ball back. Wilkinson does give it to Manu. He tries a first touch pass to me, but he does not find me. And next thing we know, they're in the box. They cross the ball in, a shot is taken, and unfortunately Voller cannot save us this time. Later on, we end up winning the ball back in a dangerous position. I give it to Diogo, he hands it to Sherlock. He's one-on-one against the goalkeeper. Surely he doesn't miss. And he ends up getting it on target, but the goalkeeper makes the save. And from a corner kick, the ball falls to my feet. I aim at the top left-hand corner, but I was just a few centimeters off from the target. In the 27th minute, we're on the attack once more. I give the ball to Manu, he gives it back to me. I see Sherlock is wide open, I give it to him, he shoots. And this time he makes it impossible for the goalkeeper to touch the ball. And that's the end of a pretty exciting first half. At the hour mark, we find ourselves in a dangerous opportunity after losing possession. Only Voller can save us now. And after conceding a goal, we're on the defensive once again. They take the shot, but thankfully this time Voller is able to step up to the plate. We were under a ton of pressure and we knew that a goal is what we needed. So we got on the counter-attack. I give Diogo da Silva another Hollywood pass. This time he has to finish. Thankfully, we do not choke the lead this time, and the referee blows the whistle to end a pretty entertaining but also very tense fixture in Munich. That was quite the way to end the month of January, although it's not the right way to end your YouTube session. So click here to get the perfect conclusion to today's FC Expert session.